What's it like to be hit by a beautiful girl? This hot-tempered little girl is the sixth princess of Shuangxi Kingdom. Her father was accidentally poisoned, which triggered a power struggle within the royal family, and she became the victim of all this. She was kicked out, but on her way to escape, she was recognized by a group of toad spirits. When she was cornered and had no way out, she accidentally entered the territory of the elves. Fortunately, at the critical moment, I showed my power and used my peerless skills to save the girl. Seeing the silly look of the little beauty, I was just curious. I couldn't help but touch her little head. But the girl suddenly fell to the ground. It was awkward that I touched her. I directly sent the girl to meet the Buddha. While I was wondering about this ridiculous plot, I accidentally discovered the girl who should have been a corpse still had true ki flowing, but the next second, the girl suddenly rose up and slashed with her hand right in the back of Shi Ji's neck. Unprepared Shi Ji was stunned by this blow and fell backward in a daze. Looking at the girl at this time was no longer the weak girl she was just now. It turns out that everything just now was all an act to paralyze us. What's more, the girl, to ensure nothing goes wrong, she even poisoned the unconscious Shi. The purpose was to control me, to make me hesitate and obey her orders. What's more terrifying is that this guy is afraid of my resistance. She stole the spirit crystal I just obtained. I had no way to resist the girl. I could only put the unconscious Zij under the tree and wait for rescue. And in order to get the antidote, I had to obediently follow the girl and listen to her. As time passed, it was already morning. At this time, the girl and I have reached our destination, the underground palace of the Shuangxi royal tomb. I saw the girl press the stone door and muttered, "The sixth princess of Shuangxi Kingdom." The sixth princess, Yiki, came to challenge the imperial mausoleum. As soon as she finished speaking, I heard a loud bang from the stone door ahead and slowly rose up. After entering the tomb, I didn't expect that what I saw was a dilapidated scene. Looking at the scene in front of me, I was puzzled and asked, "Is not worshipped, usually?" After hearing the girl's answer, my nerves immediately tensed up. Could it be that I was the sacrifice? Who knows? Just as I raised the stone to strike first, the entire cave suddenly shook violently. Looking at the collapsed ground caused by the shaking, the girl shouted, "This is the 10,000 days soul scattering array. We should not fight. As long as you obey me, I'll keep you and that woman safe." How could I give up so easily? So I threatened to hand over the antidote first. But the girl was so shameless. Not only did she not show any nervousness, but instead asked me to search her. But at this moment, black fog suddenly rose from all around. I heard a voice asking who was coming, asking who I was. Before I could react, my eyes suddenly blurred. I actually entered his sea of consciousness with the girl. I saw a beautiful woman in front of me was helping the frightened girl onto the carriage. From their conversation, I learned that the beauty was the girl's nurse. In times of crisis, she was willing to face the pursuers alone, to buy time for the girl to escape. But then a loud noise came. On closer inspection, it was the carriage the girl was riding in that exploded. Looking at the young woman at this time, she was holding a full bag of gold coins. She said viciously that she finally got rid of this little trouble. Looking carefully, the girl was not killed by the explosion. Crying and accusing the young woman, "I trusted you so much. Why you didn't spare me?" Seeing this, I finally understand what caused the girl to have such a radical personality. Betrayed by her closest relatives. It's no wonder she's so extreme. But just then, I was engrossed in watching. A figure suddenly flashed beside me, and the sword light flashed. Fortunately, I dodged in time and was not hurt seriously. Seeing that the shadow missed the first strike, turned around and rushed towards the girl. Seeing the girl was about to die, I rushed to the girl with quick eyes and hands. I picked up the girl and ran away. I dodged left and right, avoiding hidden weapons and traps from all directions. As my physical strength was fading, I gradually showed fatigue. Enduring the severe pain in my back, I gasped and said, "I won't pity you. This is the fate you have to bear. But if possible, I hope you can trust others once." As the words fell, there was a loud noise around. I looked closely. I found that the rolling stone mechanism was triggered again. Seeing that there was no way out, I could only put the girl down and let her hide in a rock depression. I said lightly, "Promise me to detoxify Shiji." What's it like to be trained by a cute loli with chains? Just now, seeing a boulder falling, Zhao, Liu, and I, who were about to be crushed, we triggered a trap inexplicably. With the rapid descent after the trap was activated, it directly slid us into a hall. I saw candles in the hall suddenly light up without warning. I heard someone say after a long time, "Finally someone came to visit me," before I could see who was speaking. Zhao Liu immediately became excited, saying, "It's me first." I could see clearly that there was a man standing on the throne with a sword. But from the sound of this octopus head, he doesn't seem friendly. Could this sacrifice be me? Before I could react, this guy slashed down with a sword, heading straight for my head. Fortunately, Xiao Liu appeared in time, blocking this harmful attack. Even though I'm grateful to you, but this can't be the capital for you to take advantage of me. Who is your husband? I'm still a virgin. Obviously, I still underestimated Xiao Liu's cheek. He even shamelessly asked the ancestor for a wedding gift. This ancestor is also a man of temperament. When he mentioned you, the sword that had stopped instantly fell down. He even asked us to prove our relationship in public. How can we prove it, bro? Who brings a marriage certificate to the grave? But in the next second, the squid head's words directly confused me. What the hell is the thing couples like to do? Seeing my hesitation, the squid head raised his sword to slash again. Fortunately, it was blocked by Xiao Liu again. Seeing this posture, I quickly backed down. I said humbly, "Your Highness, actually, I'm not good at this. I have the will, but not the strength. I thought I could escape this disaster like this." I heard the squid head shout that he can't reproduce my race. What's the use of keeping it? Looking at the incoming attack, I thought to myself, are you bored? Are you going to watch the live stream until you die? Just as I was prepared for the worst, Xiao Liu blocked the fatal attack for me again. I was a little moved. I was about to thank Xiao Liu, but I didn't know that this guy saved me. Just wanted me to see Shige die from the poison. It turns out that he has always been brooding about his threat. Sure enough, The most poisonous is the princess heart. Is the country going to be destroyed because of this? But at this moment, I heard the squid head say with a smile, decisive in killing. You are indeed my Houyi, but to become a witch spirit, he also needs the recognition of the spirit. This is okay. I saw a flash of fire on Xiaoyu's head. I took a closer look. It was a jade tablet floating quietly. As Zhao Lu held the jade tablet, the aura around him immediately surrounded and lasted for a long time. Looking at Zhao Lu, who has become a witch spirit, I was so panicked. How could this be? The more witch spirits, the less secure I feel, right? Thinking of this, I quickly used the provocation technique. I shouted, "Aren't you angry that you were deceived by a junior?" But Yayuta said there's no deception. To compete for the world, I really suspect that your group is mentally ill. Just as I was ready to take a gamble, I was going to hold Xiao Lu and make plans. I saw the squid head wave his hand with one hand. A chain flew straight towards me. Just half an inch. I just touched the corner of Xiao Lu's clothes. I was caught by this chain around my neck. I was so ashamed to be caught by the chain. At this time, the squid head excitedly introduced, "This drama is called Slave's Lock, which uses spiritual energy as a medium, which can directly control my actions. As long as I resist, it would make me happy to the sky." And Zhao Lu even really measured the effect. Zhao Lu, holding the chain, saw the effect. He became even more excited. Through the control of true Qi, he humiliated me in various ways. He even forced me to act like a dog, begging him to give me the antidote. Even though I begged, I still couldn't avoid this round of punches and kicks. But just as Zhao Lu was proud, a sudden change occurred. I grabbed Xiao Lu's wrist and gradually looked at Xiao Lu, greedily absorbing his spiritual energy. I said, I instantly threw the iron ring out and directly hit Xiao Lu's neck. "Look, I have this trick." The squid head exploded instantly, but I wouldn't let this opportunity go. I retreated tactically. I ordered Xiao Lu to set up a formation. The controlled Xiao Lu lived up to expectations and quickly sacrificed the formation tool. I saw the squid ancestor being controlled in the formation, and in an instant, it turned into a pile of scrap metal. It was already late the day after solving the squid head. Fortunately, I came back in time to give Shiji the antidote. But when Shiji woke up, he was interested in the collar around Xiao Lu's neck. He showed some interest. But is this Xiao Lu out of his mind? What is the proof of love? Fortunately, I was witty with my eloquence. I was about to convince Shiji that. Lulu interrupted and said, "Yes, we have already worshipped our ancestors. This is the wedding gift he gave me."